Good morning, peeps. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and such a lovely day. It's gonna be very hot. They're talking 37 degrees. So I am just putting in some study hours. It's what, 8:15. At about 10, we're heading for breakfast in Gordons Bay. We just want to break the routine of studying every day, same routine. So I said, let's go out for breakfast this morning, just to get some fresh air. And so, yeah, well, come back and I want to put in some more hours. Depending how I feel. Of course, when you come back from breakfast, I think you just want to lie down, but we'll see. I'll keep my mind strong because I do want to chase this module, because I actually started with this module yesterday, and so I was very excited. It's investments, and so I thought, cool, it's my language, so I should be flying through it. Oh my gosh, the first page I was met with stats. I was like, oh my gosh, not standard deviation and all this shit again. I thought I left that behind. I thought I'll never see stats in my life again. So, but anyway, so I worked through it, and then I thought, oh shit, where's my statistics books? And I started to look. I couldn't find it. I know that my husband always say, oh, stop throwing away stuff, because I'm like, throw away the rubbish. I can't. I think I threw it away, because I was now looking yesterday, and I don't think it's here, but anyway, it's fine. We're gonna make it. So I thought, okay, no, it's fine. I'm gonna work through it, because I'm like, okay, no, it's fine. Get yourself together. You must plow through this. And I did, and obviously, it takes a while to work through the problems and all of that, but it's good because then you never forget. But I always like to have a backup. I like to have a plan. So I thought, shit, how am I gonna get hold of my tutor? When I did stats back in 2012, I was using this guy. He's brilliant. He's got he's doing he's a PhD candidate in statistics, so he's the one, but I mean, he's like so brilliant, literally. I mean, I think he knows everything, really. He helped me with accountancy, he helped me with everything. Like, he's that kind of guy, like if he flips through a book and he's like, he's able to work out things. So I like to have him in my corner. I mean, he's a private tutor, so I pay him for helping me, but I think for him, obviously, it's just like a way of plowing back, really. He's just like giving and imparting his knowledge. I think he just thrives, you know, to help out. And I love him for it, because literally this dude hasn't got enough hours in the day. He is such a fascinating human being. I mean, when I used to go to his house for tutoring, and like 2 hours, then, and you know, I would, you know, he would attend to me, of course. I mean, he's got his wife. He had a baby at that point, and he had a beautiful cat. And you know, then he would sit with me, we work through the stuff, and so calm, such a beautiful soul, really beautiful man. And you know, oh, he's so beautiful, the way he handles his cat, you know, so loving, so loving. And then, you know, he would be like, oh, it's my turn to cook tonight. And then, you know, he must do bath time with his baby, and you know, he must massage the baby, and you know, such a beautiful man. So anyway, obviously when I graduated, you know, I kind of lost touch, contact with him. And then obviously when I was now met with Stats, I was like, I need you, where am I gonna get hold of you? So anyway, I know because I don't have his contacts, I don't have nothing. And then I know where he works, so I phoned the company, and I was like, please, I phoned the switchboard. I was like, please put me through to such and such. Now you know that he's not like a run of the mill employee. Like, you know, if you call me to say, can I speak to such and such, you know, they put you through because I'm not important. But with him, you know, he's very much very high up in the ranks, so it's not like, you know, when obviously he's got a secretary, or even not just one, you know, team that you have to go through to get to him. So anyway, I was trying my luck. I was like, please, you know, put me through. And then obviously the person did put me through, obviously knowing that I'm gonna get through the office to probably the PA. So anyway, there was no answer, so I phoned again. They put me through again. I'm like, I'm waiting for such and such. So they said, okay, well, it looks like he's not answering. Can we put you through? And, you know, someone in the office. I said, yes, please, because, you know, I was now desperate to just leave a message to beg someone to please let this man just call me back, you know. You know, just trying my luck, really. So I couldn't find anyone. So anyway, then desperation mode, I'm like, I need to get hold of this guy. So because I worked for the same company, so I'm like, okay, I know how the email addresses are set up, so I'm gonna try my luck to see if he's gonna get my email, and if he answers me, because, you know, I know sometimes people like him in those ranks, you know, they probably don't read their own emails. Probably the PA sift through them and, you know, look at the important ones. And I was like, oh, if they see this email, they're like, oh, now this one wants to waste his time, whatever. But because he's such a connected type of being, you know, I would really believe that he would want to read his own emails, because he's just that person who connects on that low level, on that deep level, you know. So of course, guess what? So I sent the work email, and then I thought, let me just even try a Gmail address for some stroke of luck. So there we go. So he actually answered within like 10 minutes. And, you know, my email was like, SOS, I need you, I am met up with statistics again. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? So of course he was like, of course, you know. I was like, yay. I'm like, thank you so much. So he says, you know, just send me whatever you can, just for me to sift through and look what we are dealing with. Then of course we'll then set up sessions. I said yes, thank God, God is good. And then of course I sent him my tutorial, the study guide and all that. And obviously this is menial stuff for him, like probably thinks but for me it's fine. It's like, because I understand that there's levels, and for me it's difficult stuff. As I say, I mean, I can work through it. I did work through it and I got the answers, but like obviously I'm being kind to myself. I have a lot to deal with, so I don't want to be sitting with problems endlessly, so I will attempt to work through it, and then but I want to have him there as a backup. When I get really, really stuck, then I can just say to him, hey, what's up with that, why, because like, then I'm sitting with a financial calculator, and then I'm sitting with this other calculator, I don't know what you call it, and then I work out things on both of them, and these decimals are not decimaling, and what the hell. So those kinds of things. So I need him to be able to tell me, but like, why, if I looking for a solution here and it's giving me different, obviously something, I must clear something, whatever. So those kinds of shenanigans. So yeah, I'm very pleased. I am very pleased that we are going to start our sessions next week, because of course I said, no, just give me time, because I'm not I'm not that kind of student who like want people to spoon feed me. No, I don't do that. So what I'll do is I am now working through it, because when I obviously get to him, I don't want to look dumb as well. So I want to work through the stuff, and I want him to see that, okay, I've tried and I'm stuck there, but not like, a student that is like, oh, please do it for me. No, I don't like that. So so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And because I want to be strong when I do my assignments, because I see now, since I was with UNISA, things have changed a bit, because we used to be able to do assignments at your leisure, like I would be able to do it on my own and then submit whatever. But now I see that they give you like a limited time, like you have 2 hours and you have only 2 attempts. I'm like, what the fuck? Hi, you're drinking coffee? Hi, it's rough, Kengoku. It is rough.
Just finished the session.
What, study session or gym? Oh,
I woke up at 6.
good.
To put in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's cool. I also want to put in an hour or so just before we leave or so. Yeah.
It's a nice coffee.
Hmm?
It's a nice coffee you bought.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Mm.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah. This is our joke.
You know who you are.
Yeah, this is our joke, One day I cooked and cooked, hey, for this person, my family. So I cooked, and hey, I cooked, guys. Like, yo, like, who does that for you? Has anybody
Ruti,
ever done this for you?
homemade carrot cake.
Like homemade, hey, the whole day. Like I woke up, because I wanted to to cheer them up, you know.
I
They
think
were,
that sink in.
yeah, bebe goisha, you know, bebe goisha. So I was like, you know what, today's the day I'm going to treat you because I know this person, you know, loves food, you know.
Well, so you thought.
But she didn't like me. I mean, I was the problem. Like, I know you like food.
Like homemade carrot cake.
Haibo, guys.
From
like,
scratch.
hey man, chonga, homemade carrot cake. Do you know how much it takes like to make a carrot cake, guys? No, serious. Like, let's
Decorated
not.
and made at home.
No, like you know that brand, even
The
cheese, cream cheese that I buy is like that one.
Philadelphia.
Like Philadelphia, like, you know, I don't want to buy like, you know, like when you're gonna make, you want it luscious.
The nuts, the pineapple, the carrots.
Coconut, like fresh coconut, like this is the level I go to, like when I make something. Yo, yeah, guys, no, like listen, like no.
I don't like.
Tell me, you, ayini, cream cheese, intontoni, nuts. Do you know nuts? Guys, listen here. No, like I'm not being facetious. Like when you make a carrot cake, I'm telling you, not a word of a lie. You're not gonna spend less than 500 rand. Ingredients.
On the cake alone, forget the icing.
Ingredients. Ndithetha mna nuts. Gawubize ntombazana.
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Cream cheese. The carrots.
I mean, the things.
The molasses, like the sugar that you use.
Coconut oil.
Sugar.
Muscovado. Muscovado sugar. Guys. No. Muscovado.
Fresh coconut.
Fresh coconut. Le abantu umuntu uyafa eyoyilanda ilokuza.
Like not previously desiccated.
No, andithethi laa nto mna ingakuxinga apha emqaleni.
Coconut.
Ndithetha i-fresh coconut le ixatyelwayo.
And she was like, I don't like.
Bayixabele. Hayi ke guys, masesiyithetha ke le nto. Ndimenzele le ntombazana. All my heart, uyeva?
Decorated that cake.
All my life. Hey, my daughter, decorated. Yeah, jonga. Uyeva? Konke. Carrot cake. Iruti ne from scratch. No, ndixelele, like ukhona umuntu owenza iruti from scratch.
Like, from the flour to the water.
Uyazi iruti?
Your first choice, guys.
Guys, I'm no Malay, mara iruti I made because I was like, this person, I wanted to know, I wanted to see. Ndabenzela iruti jonga ibi flake man, uyazi iruti? Like you would think it's a real, what you call ruti chipati, what they call it, but flaky jonga. Even the Malay people would be like, how did you learn to do this? Iruti enjena. Biryani, I don't know what. Yay, kaloku bayibiza tongues. Biryani or biryani. Yeah, biryani. So like, jongane, and yenzanga not even like a chicken biryani. I was like, ndifuna levels, yeba, zale biryani. That chops, the pork chops, whatever. Onqoko, bed lamb chops. Not in J, from what, from a front, we are on, and funubiza la venkil. We layerishe him, jonga. Yes, we layerishe a biryani, Did layer, and it, ubone la, It's onion. It's as a levels. Biryani, roti, carrot cake, in any.
You even you took condiments. You made you chopped up onion, tomato, coriander, and
Yeva. Kaloku mna when I do something I do it we have
with yogurt.
Irrita. Uyeva? Yo, as a condiments, okay, wabona, ndiqonda uba ndifuna ukuphathela i-5-star restaurant in your house. Ndayibeka sana ke kwibasket, uyava. Qomba, I'm going must to cheer this lady up, uyava. Njengoma andifuni nalaa nto uba kubona umntu xa ufikile ube like, yho, hayi, yho, mandiyothenga idrink. Ndifaka kwa idrink ebhoksini, qonda uba asiyindawo ndizawujongana nawe nje imini yonke, like ndikufuna apha. Hey nina, jonga, ndafika phaa. Phofu ke, okay, fine, she was going through her stuff, ne? Hence ndisithi I went there to pep her up, ne? I understand that part. And so even myself, I didn't even like tell her ukuthi ndiyeza, you know, because of, you know, she was going through shit. So I rock up there. I'm just gonna rock up, yeah, because people, when they are in that state of mind, they don't want to see people. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ambush her. So I go there, ambush her with a carrot cake, ne? Wouldn't you want to be ambushed with a carrot cake? Any day. Hayi zizani mna. Ambush me every time, every day. Get biryani. Get carrot cake. Get roti. How you ambush me every day? So ndafika nyani echayela phandle akana style, she can't turn me back. So she was like so deflated, ne? You can see, but ngqonba andiyindawo sendilapha ngoku. So she was like, yo, so did you, hayi man, ndizokubona. So it's like, okay, I have to come in, uyabo ukhona, like where you can't run. So I get in and, you know, blah, 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 we talk, and I was like, yo, I brought this food. So I open, I'm like, yo, so I'm excited. She was like, yo, I don't like it. Haibo, how way? I don't like it. Hayi kanjani? Like, okay guys, okay, seriously, that this girl, she eats fucking everything. Like, there's nothing she don't like. She didn't like me, that's fine. I mean, she could have said that.
But the roommate was the cherry on top.
Yey, kukhona ke intombazane engu-roommate phayana. So sifike khona ke lo sisi, hayi molo sisi, ntontoni, yo ntontoni, hayi wethu. So ndithi ke, okay, hayi ke kasiphakele ke sana, ntontoni. Hey, lo sisi, she was like, yo, yo sisi, hayi uzenze ngokwakho lezi zinto. Hayi zange ndayibona, jonga, engekho nari ke lo ndize kuye, jonga. Uqonda uba le ntombazana mayithule iyandiphambanisa because kutheni ezondi-elevator because yena akafuni next, uyeva, jonga. Anyway, because yena yonke into, she was like, I don't like it. So this other girl was like, hayi bo, le uyenze ngokwakho, carrot cake, enjena, from scratch, iruti, hayi. You know, she was like, hi.
She was being a hater.
Yeah. Waba exposed, la ntombazane. Uyeva, she was exposed. Exposed. She didn't like me. She don't like me. It's fine. But Mina, I was just doing my duty, you know. It's like, you know, it's like a family, you know, they will be like, you know, they love to talk about your problems, you know what I mean? So I heard somebody, because me, if I hear something, ne, I'm that person. If, you know, umtu is like, hey, ubani, kwenzeka ntontoni, bayahleba ngela xesha, ne? Abantu befamily, bayahleba, intlebendwane. But I don't like intlebendwane engayindawo. So, naturally, I will just like reach out to that person and be like, hey, tivile mandwetile. Whether you like it or not, I'm not that person who's gonna sit entweni divile bana kwenzeka into ngomntu. I'll just go there and be like, hey, don't mind ubana yavakala kanjani ndiyivile ke, but into ebalulekileyo ngoku I am here, we are here, and wena don't mind anything, let's tackle this thing. What is, I'm like that. I'm just like a problem solver. That's my thing. I remember also, no, ayingabona ngixolela shame mna into. I mean, I'll keep a valid secret, you know what I mean? You understand what I mean? But like, izinto ezimdaka andizigcini. I don't keep izinto ezingcolileyo. Ndizoyichaza. Don't tell me into if awufuni ivakale. Ndizoyichaza mina. Hayi ndizoyichaza baba. Hayi ndizoku-expose angeke. Especially xa iyinto like if it's a true secret, like yes, like if it, and it's just like me, if I tell something,
You can say
it's out. Like I'm never gonna say to you, I knew I told, I for sake.
Also, if you're not lying, why would you not want me
Exactly.
not to say it?
And also you are abusing the person omxelela into. Xa uzawuthi kuye ungaxeleli into rhawu ucinga uba mna ndizogcina inonsense yakho. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying like, I've kept izinto zabantu, but izinto ezi-real, man. You understand?
But not gossip.
Not gossip. Like if uyagossip uzowunya kum. Hayi. Naxesha lokubhanxa begossip yakho. It's like, I remember, it's again through the family. So this one is telling me, hey, bani, umntana, hey, utye drugs. Oh, ndikhomba hawu Nkosi yami. I wonder unjani umzali, I wonder umzali unjani. And so athi lo muntu undixelelayo, hayi ungayithethi. Ndavala umlomo wami. Mna tititi ndifowunela umntu wento. Hey, unjani? Hayi siyaphila. Wethu, hayi man, into ethile iyavakala uba nihamba olu hlobo. Ithini nale nto yalo mntana Nkosi yami? Hayi man. Hey, was shocked lo mntu ne? Because ushocked ubana hayibo iyathethwa ngoku le nto. Ithi futsak mayithethwe le nto, because akho nto imbi njengosathana. Ndiyakuxelela usathana will on a chokehold. If izinto awufuni zithethwe, usathana is gonna get you. So I'm like, listen, I'm calling you because I want you to know, ukuthi, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that umntana esenza izinto azenzayo. Abantwana will do what they do. So I just want to disabuse you from the thoughts that wenze something. And then I wanted also to let him know, ukuthi, nathi we had a situation yomntana otya drugs. And so at the end of the day, it's got nothing, or let me say not nothing, but little to do with you, because at the end of the day, abantu will make their choices. Okay? So, hey, this person was shocked, ne? They never said a word. Never said a word. But it's fine, mna. It's off my back. I've said it. I also remember a scenario where at work, there was a situation whereby this girl was debarred or disbarred. In our industry, if you don't adhere to the rules, whatever, qualifications, you don't, whatever. So it was more about qualifications. She couldn't pass the exam. And then, like, I knew that this girl, this woman who divorced, and, already, I had an opportunity to sit with her on the table, and, she told me a bit of her life story. That was a separate situation. We were at an award thing. She was a good worker. Hence she was there at that award thing, but she now had this problem where she had a learning issue. She couldn't pass the thing. But now the people were talking about it like like in the corridors, like, oh, hey, she whatever. So I heard it, and so I actually got her number because we exchanged numbers at that time, at that meeting. So I phoned this girl. I'm like, hey, Wena, I need to talk to you. I heard Uguti, this is the story. What is going on? Hey, wait, this is the story. I am struggling to pass and what it. So I said, listen here, I want to help you because I cannot just see you lose your job like this and your livelihood, and this is your bread and butter and you're good at this thing. Just because you can't pass something doesn't mean anything. So please let me come in. I don't know how I'm going to help you, but I want to work with you. And then I hooked her up with a friend who was doing that same course. And I told this friend, listen, this girl has got this problem, so please, I need you to be sitting with her, be patient with her, and if you need to draw a picture, she must get it, okay? Because she's got a learning issue, but she's not deaf. She is not deaf, okay? So just work. And this girl, then this girl had to drive a long way to actually get, but long story short, she passed, okay? Another story I remember, yeah, so a family member son was an alcoholic. So this thing of we hide things. That thing for me is very weird, right? It's weird when people, yabon. If a friend of mine, a family member, can see omnye umntu suffering, and they are not able to say, okay, let's just make an example, a funny example. Let's say one is suffering with pornography, and now you see this person struggling, and let's say there's another person who's got the same problem, but they hiding it. It has not come out for them, so they just like hiding it and watching this other person squirm. I will never do that. Instead, say to that person, do you know what? You're not unique. You're not the only one. I also suffer from this thing. You know what I mean? Because already when you do that to someone, they feel human. And then it's like, okay, fine. I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? But family would be out here pretending that they are good and they have no problems, and then the worst. They can do that, right? But the thing that I hate so much is when somebody comes to comfort you and then they are suffering from the same thing, but they won't say a word. It's so fake. It's so false. It is so violent. It is just so mean. It's a mean-spirited human being that would do something like that. And then this family member, we are very close. We are very, 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 like, this is my number one. This one, that is my number one. So anyway, so I hear Haibo, the son is, even now the job is doing everything, his work. So, they even send him for rehab and stuff like that. And because now it's the last straw, because obviously labor law requires that, before you fire them, you must at least have taken reasonable steps to help them and things. This son, sometimes I would bump into him down during working hours. They are drunk, they are drunk. So I know they have a drinking problem, okay? So, but the point that I'm making is that my number one family member, so I hear now Remember, this number one, we talk things. She tells me everything. Well, I mean, almost everything. So now I hear ukuthi how unyana is, this struggle, and unyana ulapha kunye nathi yena ukwenye province number one. So I'm upset now ukuthi kanti what is going on? Number one, how can, because now I start to question authenticity ye relationship yethu, because like, I mean, okay, so the point is, maybe I think too much of myself, but what am I gonna do really, right? But the thing that I say, so anyway, I phone number one. I'm like, hayibo ndiyava nje ubana umntana u-10 kanti why ungatsho anything, like, just that thing yokuthi hayi man ambanovela, you know what I mean, ambanovela, abone ukuthi abantu are there for yena, but no, they hide it. Now if you hide izinto to abantu bakho, what does that mean? What does that tell you? What is that telling us? Because like so ndithi number one, did you know le problem yonyana wako ayikazophela, let me tell you, because of number one, uyayazi naye ukuthi this thing is under the carpet, right? So I'll tell you a story. So one day unyana lo uthunyelwe ngu-number one uba makazondrophela inyama esuka kula province. So xa ifika apha endlini unyana, now apha endlini am ndinebhar, ne? So it's most a nice thing ukuthi, how you entertain umntu o-enjoyayo i-drink. So afike ke wayehamba nodade wabo. So he gets here, I'm like, yay, I'm saying like, you can pour yourself whiskey, anything, ebarin, pour yourself. Jonga, udade wabo wayendijonge ngee-daggers, uyava? Wayonyanyile ukuthi hayi wena, why, akathethi obviously, but unar, and ndiyamazi why enar, because of, she's like, why? Because they know ukuthi une-problem lo yokunxila. Ndithi I'm like, you never discussed his problems now. Mna ndimtreata as a regular person, because if beniyithethile le nto ibiyi-general knowledge, bendizothi ke ngoku xa ndiyazi ubana niyeza apha kwam, bendizoyivala ibhar yam, ndiyivale angaboni nobona, because I can close it up ungaboni ubana yibhar. But because of you want to live a lie, that is fine. It's not my problem, it's your problem. So ngoku don't make your problems mine. Mna I'm gonna do what I do. Endlini yam xa kufika umntu pour whatever ufuna ithi, ophunga iti ndimenzela iti, ndimaziyo usela amanzi ndimenzela amanzi, kanjalo. So ke ngoku sujonga mna ukuthi hawu kwenze njani. So abantu are very funny. Anyway, this whole thing digressile, but as you can tell, ukuthi these things needed to be said. So, but let me close it so that ingabindi kakhulu. But I've opened now another can of worms. It makes me think of other things. But anyway, now there goes my study time. So anyway, but it's much needed, like I feel like these things need to be said, so it's not like opportunity cost. It's like, okay, study or get things off my chest. You know, they all weigh equally, because me, taking stuff out is all good. So have a fabulous day. It's a bright Saturday morning. Love you guys, and have a fabulous day. Bye.